called me, you looked on my social media today, went to my number and hit call, right? How hard is that? You got to bring 50 police to my house to get in contact. I'm not a hard guy to contact. You know what I'm saying? My phone is always in my hand because I'm always responding to calls in regards to animals, my kids and family members and all that type of stuff. I'm not a hard guy to contact at all. You know what I'm saying? So had they went, I think they definitely should have took a better approach in regards to contact methods and stuff like that. Even as far as notifications, send me a letter in the mail. Hey, you need to come down here in regards to, we got some questions, we need to fill you in on some information. Maybe you don't know. Approach me as if I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Don't strictly just call, oh, you got to know the illegal pet trade. Since when have owning multiple animals became an illegal pet trade?
It said that they dismantled an illegal exotic animal trade.
Yeah, that's the part. That's where it becomes defamation of character. Because if this is an illegal pet trade, why don't I have anything in regards to? I don't have no sale charges. I have simple charges in regards to not having a permit for animals. As simple as that. The same way you would get pulled over for not having your driver's license is the same exact charge I got in regards to the animal. There's another charge listed as possession of a criminal tool. The criminal tool is nothing but the enclosure that the animal is in. So that's another way they just defame things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell everybody, like, the internet is simply an image. You got internet and you got reality. You choose what you decide to go with. That's why I'm thankful you guys allowed me this opportunity, you know, to speak on things. And, you know, like I said, I'm not a hard guy to get in contact. People call me all day, every day with questions about animals, whether it's a concerning question or whether it's, I can show you a million screenshots on, thank you, I watched this video of you saving a dog, or you rescuing a turtle, or you helping a kitten give birth and it helped me do A, B, and C, and get, like, my main thing is to push knowledge. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't plan, they're not scaring me away from the community because I know I'm not doing nothing wrong. You know, I do plan on getting those permits because this doesn't even hinder me from getting those permits. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that everything is obviously legitimized in regards to, you know, I'm just covering things up for my sake and for the animals. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. My well-being and my caretaking in regards to the animals. So as long as the animals good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I got to do in regards to documentation-wise or whatever I got to do to make sure that these animals that I intake into my house where I live at and I deal with these animals on a daily basis, then I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I do the right thing by them. You can look on my page, you can see nothing but beautiful animals. You can see a lot of interaction. You can see me and my kids interacting with these animals. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
You know, go ahead.
Okay, to get you right, the main issue is you don't have permit to own those animals.
I didn't have a permit to own the animals that I rescued, such as the lemur and the baby alligator. Those are the only two animals. Even if you look at the other different media outlets, even one that where the cop himself told the law in regards to the tegus, which is lizards, they get up to 3 feet, that just came about in 2023. I didn't even know about that. That only came from a whole different state, which is Florida, because they're invasive in Florida. They're not invasive in Georgia. But because Florida is close by, that's why they put the ban on it in Georgia. And once again, it's a permit-based animal. You get what I'm saying? So as far as them being, you know, aggressive and they try to define these animals. See, it's always people that don't personally deal with these animals trying to put a name on it. I can't look at you and say, oh, she's a bad business owner. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So I have to get to know you to know what type of person you are. And it's the same with the animals. You can't speak, you might not even know what a tegu is. So you can't speak on what you just read if you haven't had personal dealings with a tegu. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm super good at taming animals. I'm super good at a lot of time it's just putting time in. Just with us, if you be gentle with us, if you be sweet with us, if you make sure we fed, we bathed, and we took them care of, we give you that same respect. And that's the same thing with animals. I treat animals like I treat my kid. I'm a great father. I've been on the news for being a great father. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, like, yeah, it's a bump in the road, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of opinion-based type of things involved and stuff like that, but it doesn't define me, so it doesn't allow it to affect me either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, you still have to go to court and prove all of, or take and say I'm going to get all the licenses and stuff, and
Right.
that's a hardship, and it's it's reality. It's gonna happen.
Absolutely. So definitely, you know, it's super unfortunate because, like I said, a simple phone call could have resolved all of this. You get what I'm saying? Like, same way you clicked on everything I post is public. You get what I'm saying? Like, my page is open. Anybody from anywhere can go on my page right now. Even if you look on my page right now, the same wild animals that they're talking about is still on my page, because I want people to go, when they look at these articles and all this type of stuff, the first thing they want to see is, well, where is the animal? How is it kept? I got lemurs sitting on my head, just chilling, minding their business, licking my forehead, licking my face, and we, you know, doing type of thing, really socializing with these animals, because I got a real love and passion for these animals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's definitely, you know, it is a hurtful feeling that, you know, people just judge, you know what I'm saying? They don't know me from a can of paint, you get what I'm saying? All they going off is what people saying and whatever the case may be. And,
but it's
you know,
like the lemur is endangered, so I'm thinking, as soon as I see that, where did you get it? How did you, and you say you rescued it.
Exactly.
So people are going to say that. What do you want to say to them tonight?
In regards to that, see, they try to throw these big words because people don't have knowledge about certain animals, certain things that go on. We might say white Fords is going to be the last cars coming up. That don't mean people don't own Ford. That don't mean Ford is not a good vehicle, and I don't mean that they won't be around. It might be better versions. It might be different things going on, but one thing I know for sure is I got that lemur out of a bad situation, and it was actually in a great situation living with me, being provided for properly, and I actually had plans to take the lemur to the zoo eventually. In regards to living with other you know, lemurs and stuff like that, I wasn't holding it simply for pet reasons, show it off, oh my God, I got a lemur, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Had I not rescued the lemur, I would have never had the lemur, you know what I'm saying?
So you rescued the lemur, and then the other ones were allowed to have, you just didn't know that the Georgia law changed recently on the white.
Right, on the black and white tailed ghouls, which was also a rescue. I rescued those on two separate occasions. You know? See, the same way they speak on people letting these animals go into the wild is the same way people call me instead of letting the animals into the wild. So I'm actually doing a favor. Would you rather see a lemur with somebody who's passionate about animals, who love animals, or you want to see it running up a tree in Georgia? You get what I'm saying? It's about to be cold, it's about to be inhabitable for this creature, and here it is in a warm house, it's being fed properly, it's not malnourished or none of that type of stuff, and you know, it come and get snatched from me. Now my biggest concern is, what's next? Where's the lemur? Who got it? You know what I'm saying? Who's taking care of it? Do they have the knowledge for this? Do they know what's going, you know what I'm saying? So
now you're worried about it. We were talking
absolutely, because we got to remember, these are things that's within my home, and I treat them as living beings. They're not just some animal that's in a fish tank behind the glass, and you don't deal with them. Even at Pet, you go to PetSmart right now, you can't even interact with that animal until you buy it and take it home. You got to wait till you leave that store to interact with that animal. See, when I open up my pet store, because I still plan on opening up my pet store, this is the difference I want to bring to the community. The interaction with animals. The main thing people of my color and around my age bracket and my upbringing say, what is that? Do it bite? Oh, is it going to hurt me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to inform people, like, no, these animals aren't harmful to you unless you are trying to harm them. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm super big on knowledge. You know, I want to make change in the community. I want to bring something different to the community. This is another reason why it's getting blown out, because nobody has knowledge about these animals and the proper well-being of these animals. And nobody see these animals unless they go to a zoo where they're being utilized for profitable margins and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're trying to build something there, and you were rescuing them. That's what I'm taking.
Right, absolutely.
But you are really offended by the trade, exotic animal trade.
Yeah, I'm super offended, because not only, that's why I rescued it in the first place, because if you got an animal such as a lemur that you can't take for, you probably knew, you can't keep proper care for, you probably knew that before you got it. Same with a dog, same with a fish. It could be as little as a fish. You know you're about to get a fish, and you know you're not good with changing the water and stuff like that. You know, okay, I can't afford a filter, then you shouldn't get a fish, because guess what happens? The water get dense and it get dirty, and now the fish is just swimming in there, and you might, I'm gonna clean it one day, and It's just very unfortunate. Like I said, my message is still push the knowledge, give people a different feel, allow them to feel it from somebody like me, a young black kid who grew up with his dad, going fishing and catching different crawfish and frogs and snakes and turtles and all this different type of, like, my whole upbringing with me and my dad was based off of this. And that was one of the main reasons that I kept it going, you know what I'm saying?
And also you said that this is going to make you look deeper into the licensing and really,
Yeah, absolutely.
like maybe even keep going in a different way. I don't know how to word it.
See, I would say I'm going to keep going in a more legit way in regards to, I need to make sure, okay, if I am going to know I'm going to come across these type of animals, I do need to make sure that I get the permit. We're not going to, there's no question or no doubt about that, because now this allows me to safely rehabilitate this animal and make sure the animal is well kept. You know what I'm saying?
The people tonight that are going to judge are going to say, why didn't you do that in the first place?
Exactly, but they also wasn't put in a position where somebody just randomly called them with a rescue animal, and the animals come first before me, and I'm willing to face that behind my love for the animals. You know what I'm saying? Animals come first. I made sure the animals was good. There's no cruelty. There's no negligence or none of that type of stuff involved, and throughout this whole matter. We got captains of the police unit who was at my house who can vouch for that. We got even the top detective at Animal Control can vouch in regards to how well kept my dogs was and stuff like that. So
they said today they didn't like that they were all in the garage.
Right.
And then the lemur was in the cage.
Right.
And the cage is dirty.
What do you do when you gotta? Unfortunately, I can't sit in the house 24/7. You get what I'm saying? Animals have to use the bathroom. We have to use the bathroom. You can't teach a lemur to go flush the toilet. You get what I'm saying? So we could speak on feces and stuff like that, but that's going to happen with a snake, a frog, a turtle, a fish. That's why they got filters for fish. Whether it's a 20-cent golden fish or whether it's $1,000 shark or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the plan. I got my own schedule. It might not align with everybody's schedule. I feed my animals and make sure they're good at the start of the day. Then I follow up at the nighttime of the day. This incident happened midday. You get what I'm saying? So before any bathroom, feces, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a disgusting matter. It was just the fact of the matter, the puppy might have peed on the floor, the lemur might have pooped on the cage, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are animals, and these are, living beings. You get what I'm saying?
So do you want to accept that this arrest has changed how you're going to handle situations from now onwards?
Handle it such as making sure I got the proper documentation in regards to any rescue, any animal, or anything of that nature. Yes, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It is a process, regardless, and it's not an overnight process. So we can, like you made a comment and said, so why didn't he do that in the first place? You can't go walk in the store and buy a permit off the wall like a lottery ticket. You get what I'm saying? So, but I'm willing to go through the process no matter how long it takes in regards to making sure I got any and every proper documentation in regards to the permit-based animals. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not all, I don't have a lot of, it made it seem like I just had so many illegal animals. I got dogs, which are totally legal. The only thing that, it was the lemur, the alligator, and the 2 black and white tegus. The black and white tegus, that ban just started in 2023. I can't say what month, and that was even per the captain and stuff like that.
They limit the number of animals you can have in a home in the city.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they try to utilize as I guess they try to put a cap on things, which is still, it's a true fact and it's untrue at the same time, because you can have a kennel license. So how can you have a kennel license in Clayton County, but you got a limited dog? You can't say how many puppies the dog is going to have. So what do you mean in regards? So what do they mean in regards to you can only have a certain limit? You get what I'm saying? And I wasn't over the limit of dogs either. Like I said, I try to push knowledge. You can have up to 5 dogs in Clayton County. Anything under 6 months is considered a puppy. So until those dogs are 6 months, which I had multiple puppies outside of my 5 dogs, that's where it becomes still legit. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't have an too hefty amount of dogs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I mean is like, has this arrest opened your mind to do the right thing before getting into exotic animals?
Let's say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Like this arrest, had this arrest not happened, you wouldn't have known the right channel to go, right?
In regards to certain documentation things, yeah.
Yeah.
So moving forward, I plan to go through the process in regards to making sure that I definitely have these things so that I can continue to do what I love and continue to make sure that these animals, you never know what I might come across. You get what I'm saying? And I want to be able to legally, continue to take these animals in. You know what I'm saying? Without any problem. The guys over there, they even made a comment like, you should have came and worked with us. You know what I'm type of thing. So, but it all takes a conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of the world lacks these days, communication. You know what I'm saying?
That's the two things I'm taking from this, and tell me if I'm wrong if I built the story. The two things I take is that you want to keep doing it with the different licenses, whatever that takes. But also the other thing I took away was that you wish they would have had a conversation instead of a raid.
Exactly, because I don't understand.
An educational moment.
Yeah, I don't understand why the raid was so necessary in regards to, see, if you don't teach somebody something, how will they know it? You get what I'm saying? Obviously, different laws come about. They might change a law of filming at AutoZone today. It might be legal today. Tomorrow, it might not be legal. We not reading the AutoZone handbook every day to figure out what we can and can't do at AutoZone. So unless a situation come about where we're at AutoZone and they can come out and give us the knowledge in regards to, hey, that's no longer permitted. You know what I'm saying? It's simple communication and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Hey, here's a updated handbook. Here's a updated educational guide. Here's a pamphlet. Hey, we noticed you. We see what you're doing. We've been watching you for a while. You taking in a few animals that are now permit based. You need to come on down and get these permits so that you can do things the right way, because nobody has any negative things to say in regards to what I'm doing. They can only speak on the fact of the matter that I didn't have a permit to do it in regards to certain animals.
Well, some people let them loose and then they cause havoc, so that's why they have to have those in place.
Right.
And
Which
they
is
don't know
totally
you from a can of paint, like you
right.
said, so they don't know if you're going to be good or bad.
Right. So why wait? Y'all said y'all was watching me for a while. Why wait? I could have let them all go already. And had y'all, because y'all didn't, when y'all noticed that I had certain animals, because I post everything, you know what I'm saying? Why not give me a call? Hey guy, we want to inform you about what's going on, blah, 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 blah. That wouldn't give me why would it give me a scare to release it? Or even if why not do it? There's nothing wrong with, I'm not even mad that they popped up at my house. I'm mad that they raided my house. See, there's the difference, because had they knocked on my door, hey, we're DNR, we're here from such and such, we want to let you know that A, B, and C needs a permit in regards to this. Even if they would have said, okay, we want to temporarily, taking these animals while you go through the process because it's lengthy or whatever the case may be, conversation and communication. So now that speeds up things on my end. Okay, this is what I need to do. Allow me the opportunity to do so. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know how to work a microphone unless you show me how to work a microphone. But I don't know if I hold it low down here, you can't hear me. I'm thinking microphones pick up every volume. You get what I'm saying? So if you hold it too close, it might be muffled or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't know until somebody that utilizes a microphone or constructed the microphone gave me that information.
I get that argument, and it will be set in court.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the other side is, well, you should have known better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people are going to say, and all I can say in regards to that, I love animals. I'm willing to, make any corrections that I have to in regards to the continuance of me doing what I love to do for these animals. And it's simple as that. I'm Petz On Wheelz, and y'all going to be hearing the name even more now on a positive note, because now I got even bigger goals in regard to pushing my knowledge, pushing my dream, pushing my, my passion for animals. And, some people might like it, some people might not. And, I'm here to please the animals. I'm not really here to please the people anyway. You know what I'm saying? So agree if you agree, disagree if you disagree. And, I hope you guys take the time out to hear me out, feel me out, get a better outlook other than what the media is saying in regards to a random guy picked up with alligators and elephants and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I love animals and
But I mean, yeah, it's a controversial business to be in.
yeah, for sure. Because you got people that, like, I don't agree with certain things in regards to the animal world and stuff like that. Like, my main thing with, let's say, zoos, for instance. See, I'm all for a zoo. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking a zoo. I'm not mad at a zoo. But the only differential between me and a zoo is I would do way more socializing. They got caretakers in regards to feeding the animals, but what about playing with the animals? You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned, you said a word, endangered. So because we label this as an endangered animal, this animal doesn't approve of affection or, you know, going in there with treats. Name one time you went to the zoo and you seen anybody interacting with any animal. I'm not saying go in there with a lion and let it chase you around with some meat. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to certain animals that can be held, that can be, you know, they're enclosure based. These people got walking enclosures and they're limited in regards to, they call it enrichment. When it comes to animals and you're allowing animals to do different things, eat different ways and, you know, enjoy and have a fruitful life. You know, how is life fruitful with limited interaction in regards to the people who is housing these animals? You get what I'm saying? Now, if we talk about a lemur that's in Africa running around, okay, obviously you can't just go play with a lemur in a wild. You get what I'm saying? But if these are the animals that you guys are housing on the daily, especially for profitable reasons, why is socialization, enrichment not the main focus? Because that come before anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, these animals don't be trying to hurt nobody, harm nobody, kill nobody, but what are they to do when they ain't loved? You know what I'm saying? I don't like not being loved either.